The sun was setting over the foothills of the Himalayas, casting long shadows over the divided land. By the mid-18th century, the once powerful Malla kingdoms of Nepal had become fragmented and weak. Petty quarrels and internal strife had sapped their strength, making them easy prey for ambitious neighbors. In the western hills, a young king watched the twinkling lights of the Kathmandu state, free from the bonds of division and ready to take its place on the world stage. It was a time of uncertainty and upheaval. The old order was crumbling, and from its ashes, a new Nepal was poised to rise. The whispers of destiny echoed through the mountain passes, carrying the name of the young king who dreamed of unity. The stage was set for a clash of ambitions, a struggle for supremacy that would determine the fate of the nation. Prithivi Narayan Shah, the ambitious ruler of the small kingdom of Gorkha, was ready to seize his destiny. The echoes of ancient prophecies hung in the air, mingling with the scent of pine and the distant calls of mountain birds. These ancient prophecies spoke of a time when a powerful king would emerge from the west, uniting the warring states under his banner. Many believed this king would usher in a golden age, while others feared the consequences of the throne of Gorkha. He was unlike any other ruler, possessing sharp intellect, a warrior's spirit, and an unwavering ambition to unify the fragmented states of Nepal. From the beginning, his eyes were set on the fertile valleys and strategic trade routes controlled by the prosperous Malla kingdoms. His initial target was Nuwakot, a strategically important fort that guarded the main trade route between Kathmandu and Tibet. Capturing it would serve as a stepping stone to the Kathmandu Valley and a testament to his growing power. After months of careful planning and preparation, in the year 1744, Prithivi Narayan Shah launched his attack. The Gorkhali army, renowned for its ferocity and discipline, attacked the fort, their swords gleaming in the sunlight. The battle for Nuwakot was fierce, a clash of steel and courage that tested the mettle of both sides. Leading his troops, Prithivi Narayan Shah displayed remarkable bravery and strategic acumen. Inspired by their young king's valor, his soldiers fought with unwavering determination. The defenders of Nuwakot, though brave, were ultimately overwhelmed by the Gorkhali assault. The victory at Nuwakot sent ripples through the neighboring states. It marked the beginning of Prithivi Narayan Shah's relentless campaign for unification, a campaign that spanned decades and reshaped the map of the Himalayas. The young lion of Gorkha had tasted victory, and his hunger for conquest was far from sated. The capture of Nuwakot was a brilliant victory that energized Prithivi Narayan Shah and his troops. He followed this victory with a series of strategic conquests, gradually expanding his dominance and strengthening his hold on the Kathmandu Valley. He understood that true power lay not only in military might, but also in forming alliances and exploiting divisions among his enemies. However, the path to unification was not filled with victories alone. Prithivi Narayan Shah faced stiff resistance from the Malla kings, who had become aware of the threat posed by the ambitious Gorkha ruler. They formed alliances, strengthened their defenses, and prepared for a prolonged struggle. The conflict escalated, drawing in neighboring states and testing the limits of Prithivi Narayan Shah's strategic genius. One of the most significant setbacks came during the siege of Kirtipur in 1757. Situated atop a hill with a view of the valley, this heavily fortified city proved to be a formidable obstacle. Prithivi Narayan Shah's initial assaults met with fierce resistance, and the siege dragged on for months. The Gorkha army, accustomed to swift victories, found itself mired in a protracted conflict. Inspired by a determination to defend their homeland, the defenders of Kirtipur fought with unwavering courage and resolve. They repeatedly thwarted the Gorkhali attacks, inflicting heavy casualties and frustrating Prithivi Narayan Shah's ambitions. The siege of Kirtipur, served as a harsh reminder that the path to unification would be long and arduous, filled with the blood of both friends and foes. The defeat at Kirtipur was a bitter pill to swallow, but it did not break Prithivi Narayan Shah's resolve. Instead, it strengthened his determination. He spent the next several years consolidating his achievements, reorganizing his army, and studying his enemies. He learned from his mistakes, understanding that sheer force alone would not be enough to conquer the Kathmandu Valley. He needed cunning, strategy, and a touch of luck. That opportunity came in the autumn of 1768, during the Indra Jatra festival. The festivities lulled the Malla kings into a false sense of security, weakening their defenses. Sensing his chance, Prithivi Narayan Shah launched a three-pronged attack on the Kathmandu Valley. His troops, advancing with precision and secrecy, infiltrated the valley under the cover of darkness. The Gorkhali forces attacked the cities of Kathmandu, Patan and Bhaktapur, catching the defenders completely by surprise. The narrow alleys and palace courtyards became battlegrounds, echoing with the clash of swords and the cries of fallen warriors. The overwhelmed and outmaneuvered Malla kings could offer little resistance. By the time the sun rose over the valley, the Gorkha flag flew high over the conquered cities. The victory was complete, marking the end of the Malla dynasty and the birth of a unified Nepal. The visionary king who dreamed of a united kingdom, Prithivi Narayan Shah, had finally achieved his ambition. He had overcome countless obstacles, endured failures and betrayals, and emerged from the crucible of war as the undisputed sovereign of a new nation.